Yo, welcome back, guys. So I took two trades today, which is not usually typically what I do. I usually just take one trade, but I did today because there was a lot of opportunities today, and they were A+ setups that I could not miss, and I just had to take. So that's what I did. I took two trades today, and we're gonna go throughout it, and I'm gonna talk about what my thought process was throughout it, and how I did it, and why I did it. So let's get straight into it. Also, good morning, guys. I hope you are doing well as well. All right, let's just get into it. So we have to figure out what is price looking like right now. Is it imbalanced? Is it balanced? Like, what's going on? So we know that NQ is balanced. So I'm not really looking to trade NQ. So we can scratch that off. But if I do find an opportunity on NQ, I will most definitely and most likely trade in it. Now, on ES, it's imbalanced. We can see the imbalancing, retesting, 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 retesting. As you can see, this is a fake retesting, pop right off. And that is the trade I caught. Oh, I guess you could technically say it was balanced since it was down here. The candle closed down here, opened here, closed down here, opened here, closed up here. So I technically could say it was balanced for a little bit, but for me, I'd say it's imbalanced. So that's what we want to catch in the smaller time frame. So you can realize, you can see here, it was not balanced. As you can see, it was retesting and then went straight back out. Now, this is the first trade that I caught on on NQ actually. So I accidentally I did not mean to take a trade on NQ, I'll be honest. So this is I wouldn't say this is lucky because it's the same thing, the same idea, just on NQ. But my trade was supposed to be on ES though. So my first trade on ES, let me tell you why I was thinking of taking the trade on ES, so I was supposed to, but I accidentally did it on NQ. So let me show you. So as you can see here, we have a ton of buyers coming in. And it's not just that. It's not just a ton of buyers coming in. I'm pretty sure we had sellers. If we can replay this, we can see here. We have a ton of buyers coming in right now at this very moment. We have 1.3k, we have 1.4k. We have a ton of buyers coming in and a huge imbalances in the 1 hour, which is a higher time frame. So now while this is happening, we are reaching our valve area and we push out of it, all right? We get a strong push out of it. We get a 2.1k imbalance in the higher time frame, and we get a 3.7k buyers in a 1 hour higher time frame. So this gives me high conviction that buyers are not getting stopped out. Buyers are not getting trapped. So all right. So we go to a smaller time frame to catch this. And what do we catch? We catch the 2.3k imbalance of buyers coming out. So now I know there's a bunch of buyers coming in. There's a 2.3k imbalance. So this makes me think personally, buyers are not trapped. We're pushing out of the Valkyrie with strong momentum. So this gives me strong conviction. And this is exactly what I want. Now, obviously, the auto markers aren't going to be exactly like leveled as they were last time, but alright, I guess we'll just wait for that to load. Alright, that did load now. Now, what I was targeting, my stop loss was right, where's my brush? My stop loss was right under here. It wasn't a huge stop loss. Well, I cannot make lines. We'll just do this. My stop loss was right under here. My limit order was right on this imbalance right there. Like right on it. Actually, my stop loss was a bit more tighter. And then my take profit was all the way up here. Now y'all might be asking, I don't have to explain why. But my stop loss was under the Valkyrie, and I was confident with that. And we were going pushing with strong momentum. And as soon as I see that 2.3k buyers, I bought immediately, put my stop loss under here. I felt good about the trade. And my take profit was mostly what I need to explain to y'all. My take profit was all the way up here. Yeah, it wasn't all the way up there, but it was up here. It was all the way up here. And this turned out to be a 4R trade or a 5. Now, I did not take it. I accidentally did it on NQ instead. Now, unfortunately, I did it on NQ. It wasn't the best. I did not notice. I guess I just did not look closely. I need to focus more on the charts as well. I was focused and I was locked in. I was in the flow state. I just forgot to click on a yes. But the thing is, I won the trade. I still won, yeah. But it was supposed to be on ES, not NQ. But it turned out fine because ES was the leading index, and as you can see, NQ followed like with straight volatility and volume, and it boom immediately a 8-minute trade, and bam, just like that, take profit immediately. So I didn't take it on ES, even though I was supposed to. I took it on NQ on accident, and if we go to NQ and look at our first trade, what do we see? Stop loss under the candle. That's where it's supposed to be. Stop loss under the candle right here. Now, limit order was around there, as you can see, and take profit was all the way up here, which should have been like that. And that turned out to be if we go to a smaller time frame, you can see it's much more easier. This turned out to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-minute trade, and bam, just like that, the trade was over with strong momentum. Now, as you can see, it was a 4RR trade, 4.15 RR trade, and it turned out fine. Obviously, this is not okay, guys. Even though I did this on accident, this is not purely out of luck. Yes, I did catch a trade, and I didn't mean to do it on this chart. But does it mean that my analysis was wrong? No, my analysis was correctly. Yes, it was supposed to be on ES, but I did it on NQ. It's still the same analysis, just on a different chart, right? But obviously, more conviction on ES, so it should have been on ES. But it's not just purely out of luck that I just got this. Obviously, it's luck that I did it on the wrong chart, and I still want it, yes. But it's, the conviction and the analysis was still there, all right? I want y'all to understand that. That, yes, I won on the other chart that I was not supposed to trade on, but I won not just because I just put it in and I won like that. I still had analysis and conviction going on about it, you know? Now, we're going to go on to the second trade that I did today. So that first trade was a 4.15 RR. Now, the second trade, actually, I never showed you all the P&L. Have I, guys? All right, we're going to do the P&L right now. As you can see, we had a 4.15 and we won 1,100. So that was amazing. Now the second trade, I took on ES this time. Now, you may be asking, why did you take the trade on ES? Well, this time I actually looked at the chart, guys. Don't worry, I actually looked at it. So it's not just purely out of luck this time, or on accident this time. But as we can see on ES on a higher time frame, we're getting strong momentum. And then what do we get? Bam, we get a retest. Alright, there we go. We get a retest. We had a bunch of sellers coming in. Now we have a bunch of buyers coming in and buying. Now the candle is slowly going up and we get absorption. We can see all the bulk of the volume is right here, right down here. But price is pushing up and it's not trading around that volume. So we know there's trapped sellers going on and absorption is happening right now. The candle was turning green, and if we go into the 5-minute, we can see the absorption happening as well in the 5-minute. Because if we replay, we can see, all right, it's not gonna work on the 5-minute. But as we can see in the 5-minute, we could see the absorption happening, all right? We see the negative 933 sellers happening, but the candle is green and the bulk of the volume is down here. So what does this indicate? This indicates there's trapped sellers. Volume is like pushing up and passive buyers are coming in, you know? So this means volume is not going to push down here. We have a ton of sellers. Volume does not want to push. We're just retesting and volume is going to push right back up. So this indicates to me, alright, now I can just trade off of this. So what do I do exactly? I put my stop loss right under the extreme volume, the bulk of the volume. I put my where is it? I put my limit orders starting right here, I'm pretty sure. That's where it is. And I put my take profit all the way up here. And this turned out to be a 3R trade. And if we go on ES, we can see, oops, did not mean to open Spotify. But if we go on ES, we can clearly see that what? We had a 3.7 RR trade. As you can see. Under the bulk of the volume, as you can see, the candle. Then we traded right, yep, just right there under the, that's where we started our trade. And we targeted the 5, it wasn't exactly right there, but it was like around here. And this turned out to be a 3R trade. See, everything I do isn't just out of like luck and because I just want to do this, bam, bam, bam. I'm not just going to trade every single day, guys. I do this because if I see a setup, today was the best day and it worked clearly in my favor. These were opportunities that you just cannot miss, guys. And obviously, I took the opportunity. I had a ton of conviction, a ton of context into this, and I won them, all right? It's not just purely out of luck, guys. All right. Yes, the market could any second could go the wrong way, but I'm accepting that. All right. I'm accepting the risk that the market could go the opposite direction and I will lose. But I won both of my trades and they were good RR trades. I had good risk management as well. So as we can see in the first one, let's see. We can see in the first one, as you see, we had $1,100 happening, right? Or we won 1,100 on the first trade. Now I sized down a bit more. I did like $80 on the second trade and won 325. But it could I could have done the same thing. I could have put it. Doesn't matter how much money. The money does not matter, guys. It's the RR and the context and the how you trade. You know, the money does not matter. I could have put $1,000 into the size and made what 4,000 with the RR. I could have put 1,000 in this and could have made 3,250, something like that. The money does not matter, guys. All right. It just comes with time. I'm not concentrating on the money. This is not real money, guys. I'm paper trading. This is not real money. I don't need to worry about money. I'm mastering my strategy first. Now, I'm sorry for the video being a bit long, but those are the two trades that I did take. I had got a 3.7R trade on ES, and then I got a 4.15R trade on NQ. Two trades I took in with full conviction and context. And that's all, guys. Thank you for hearing me out, and I appreciate y'all. That's all. God bless y'all. Y'all take it easy.